Hello and welcome to Everything Fighting. I'm Anthony and these are the 5 things you didn't know about Nate Diaz. Number 5. Nate grew up around gang violence. Growing up, Nate and his brother Nick grew up in Stockton, California. According to their mother, Melissa Diaz, the city was going through a lot of problems with gang violence. Nate's mother made the conscious decision to move out of the suburb of California, Stockton, to keep her kids out of trouble. After the move, Nick and Nate both found their passion for MMA, and she believes that's what kept them away from the gangs. Number 4. Nate Diaz's connection to Batista. Diaz is the first-degree black belt in the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He was trained by Cesar Garcia, who was also the coach and trainer of WWE and Hollywood star Dave Batista. Cesar Garcia's gym and training facilities are located in Pleasant Hill, California. Garcia has trained a lot of well-known fighters, such as the Diaz brothers, Batista, Gil Costello, and Dave Terrell. Batista was trained in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well, but has only reached his purple belt, unlike Nate, who reached the level of the black belt. Number 3. Nate Diaz won The Ultimate Fighter 5. The Ultimate Fighter is a reality television series by the UFC, where 16 top prospect athletes to the battle of the title of The Ultimate Fighter and a 6-figure UFC contract. Nate showed his talent in his very first round of the single elimination tournament. Nate defeated Corey Hill in the first round before moving on to defeat Rob Everson in the quarterfinals. In the semifinals, Nate defeated Gray Maynard to advance to the finals, where he made an inspiring comeback from behind victory via TKO against Manny Gambarin. Number 2. Nate Diaz doesn't like CM Punk. Nate Diaz has always been known for being outspoken and not being afraid of being profane. In an interview, Diaz said, "They don't let me go play in the NFL because I'm a professional fighter. So why should some WWE guy get this opportunity?" Diaz has expressed his opinion towards Punk in the UFC for giving such a huge opportunity to an amateur fighter because of his fan base and for publicity. Nate hated the fact that he had fought for 10 years to be in the spotlight, and CM Punk had it handed to him without even having to knock out a few people first. Number 1. Nate Diaz isn't afraid to fight outside the cage. As we all know, Diaz loves getting into the action in the octagon. But after the incident at the Strikeforce Nashville in 2010, it shows us that he isn't afraid to throw a couple hands outside of the octagon. The incident occurred outside of the Strikeforce fight in a nearby bar. This was Diaz's most famous street fight, and he was against UFC fighter Khabib Nurmagomedov, a man who was famous for wrestling a bear in Russia as a youngster. The fight was broken up pretty quickly, but nobody was seriously injured. And those are the 5 things you didn't know about Nate Diaz. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments below. Make sure to follow our Twitter at YouTubeAllFighting, and subscribe to never miss a video. Thanks for watching.